Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to class. Today we'll be addressing the biblical Hebrew vowels. Before we dive into this teaching, I would like you to know that before the commencement of these vowels, the original Hebrew text was written without vowels. Even when you check the 23 biblical Hebrew alphabet, the alphabet is without a vowel, unlike the English alphabet where we have vowels in the letters. The 23 biblical Hebrew alphabet contains 23 letters which are consonants. But after a while, around AD 500 and then to 1000, we have a group of people called the Mesorites. So the Mesorites came up the like of Aaron ben Moses ben Asher. So they came up with some dots and dashes just to introduce vowels. So this from the word Masura, which means tradition. These people are called the Masorites. So they came up with these dots and rest, and we have three major important reasons why the biblical Hebrew was introduced and why we introduced the vowels into this language. The first is that the the vowel allow for clarity. For instance, we have this is a word in the original Hebrew text. We have mem, we have lamed, and we have kaf. Now, this word may be very difficult to pronounce without the vowels. So, it's only the rabbi, or the rabbis, or the rabbanim are the people who will be able to see this and pronounce easily and also know the meaning. This, when other things were attached to, this will mean a king. It also mean he ruled. It will mean he ruled brutally. So it becomes a challenge understanding what a particular word means without the vowel. But once we have vowels, as in like this, then we have that melek, then it becomes easy for a layman to understand that this is a king in biblical Hebrew. So they introduced the vowel for clarity. That's number one. Then another reason is that for liturgical needs. For instance, when the Judaism evolved, then there's need for the language not to be distorted and for accurate pronunciation, then understanding of it. So for liturgical needs, the vowels were introduced. Then we have the last is for preservation, to preserve the biblical Hebrew language. For preservation of that language, then there's need for the vowels. So these are the major reasons why the Masorites came up in AD 500 to 1000 to introduce some pointings and dots. That's the vowel into the biblical Hebrew. So, having noted this, we have two major categories of this biblical Hebrew vowels. So we can group them into two major categories. We have full vowels and we have half vowels. Full vowels and half vowels. Now this full vowel comprises of the short, long, and naturally long vowels. We have the short, the long, and naturally long vowels. While this comprises of the simple sheva, or shewa, and the composite shewa. So in this video, we're going to be addressing the first category and the first group of vowels. That's the short vowels. Now let's quickly dive into these short vowels. For instance, we have short vowels. We have the first pata. So written this way, or patash. And pata means a sound. That's a, as in father. This is the modern translation, father. Or we have the traditional translation, which is, pronunciation now, which is as in heart. So this is the modern pronunciation, the father. This is the traditional pronunciation, heart. Okay, so that's for patash, and the symbol of this patash is just like, this is the consonant, this is the patash. I'm going to show an example now. For instance, we have ra. So this is patash. So ra means even, and it's translated as resh, hata, and ayin. So this, the short vowel ha, and this is symbol. This is biblical Hebrew symbol, and this is the transliteration in English. Okay. Now we have the second on this group as segu. That's the name, full name, segu, and segu is with this symbol. Three dots, like triangular. Okay, and with the transliteration as the English hair, and with the pronunciation as ketu. So let's see example of this segu. We have P. pear. So this is pear, this is sego, and this is e. So this is sego. You can see this sego. So this is the English transliteration. That's the transliteration, that's the English equivalent. Okay, so that is for sego. Now let's have the third, because we have 5 short vowels. We have discussed 2. Now the third is irek. Irek. Now irek has a symbol. This is the symbol of irek. A dot under the, which is placed under the consonant. Assuming it is a consonant, so it is the dot placed under the consonant, 1 dot. Okay, then we have the English equivalent as E. Okay, as in, now in the modern pronunciation, we have it as in machine. Machine. Then in the traditional pronunciation, we have it as it. Okay, now let's have an example of this. You can use this. Let's cite this example. Oh, we have the name Irek. Okay, now this Irek here. That's the symbol. So we have it as Irek. So this way it appears in word. Okay, let's move to the third. Fourth one is Kamet Hatif. Kamet Hatif. Kamet Hatif. So this is with the symbol T, small t. As many as the consonant. So this Kamet Hatif. It's like one of the the long vowel. We'll get to that place, So this is the symbol of the Kamet Hatif. Now let's see the English equivalent. The English equivalent is O, as in the modern tradition, in the modern pronunciation, it is pronounced this way, as in roll, roll. Why we have it in the traditional pronunciation as in rot, ought. So in other words, it will be pronounced as O, and that's traditionally it was pronounced as O. Why the modern pronunciation is O. Okay, and we have example like Okma. Okma. We have Okma. means this is Kamet Atef. And we have this syllable divider. So we have mem, we have ma, and we have. Alright, so okuma. And okuma means wise. Wise. Alright, so now this Kamet Atef has the same symbol as the long vowel ha, which is Kamet. Kamet. So now, how do you now differentiate between this and that? Now, very simple. This Kamet Atef does not form a syllable without. It can only form a closed syllable. So it doesn't form an open syllable. So subsequently, we will discuss syllables. So, but for this understanding, I like to know that this can only appear between two consonants. So this is syllable now because we have the sewa. So this is syllable. However, it's a closed syllable. So subsequently, we understand it. So this is the symbol of Kamet Atef. Okay, now let's see the last on this group. That's the short vowels. The last on the group is kibus. Kibus. And kibus is with this symbol in Hebrew. 3 dots. Three slanting dots. Assuming this is the consonants. So like this. And we have the English equivalence as U, as U. So then we have the pronunciation, as in we have the modern pronunciation as ruled, as in rule. That's the modern pronunciation. An example of this, for instance, we have a word like now we have this word name. We have this word munim. Munim, as in this is kibus. Let's translate now. This is aleph. Aleph. We have this another vowel. Wanna get there later. This segu, atef segu. So translated this way. Then we have mem. We have kibus. We have nun. We have irek. That's long way. Measurement. Then we have mem. So munim, and it means faithfulness. So that is kibus, and that's the fifth vowel we have among the short vowels. So let me give a recap now before we close for today. So we have two major categories. of the biblical Hebrew vowels. We have the full vowels and we have the half vowels. And in the full vowels, we have three major divisions. We have the short vowels, we have the long vowels, and we have the naturally long vowels. So now, addressing the short vowels, we have 5 vowels in the short vowel. And those are the things I discussed. We have the first is pata. And with this symbol is pattern. Second, we have sego, and with this symbol. This is a symbol. This is just an example. This is just a symbol of consonant. So this is the vowel. And vowels, these short vowels are always placed at the bottom of the consonants. Okay, then the third here is irek. Irek. Now irek, this is irek. A dot under the consonant. Then we have kamet atuf. Kamet atuf. And this is the symbol of the kamet atuf. And finally, we have kibus. Kibus. A kibus is with this. Is with this symbol, this kibus. So these are the 5 vowels that we have under the short vowels. And we have their English translation as is he, this is e, this is o or o, then this is u. So we have a, we have e, we have o or u,